A very good evening, everyone. Today we are taking another chapter from your book, Treasure Trove, right? And in this, the chapter is entitled An Angel in Disguise. So, Angel in Disguise, and the angel is actually the protagonist of the chapter, right? Protagonist is a little girl whose name is Maggie. She is a sick girl, right? And she has just lost her mother, and everyone is ready to accept her elder brother and sister, but no one is interested in accepting her. The reaction of the villagers who came over there after the death of her mother is somewhat very distressing and really an abuse on the humanity. Their character, their behavior is not at all acceptable, though they show the concern, they show everything. But ultimately, this chapter deals with the theme that this angel, who is a little sick girl, is able to raise love in the heart of a very cruel hearted woman. So it leads us to the conclusion that love can win over anything. That is what we are going to see and read through this chapter. The main thing is that the writer T.S. Arthur has been very successful in clearly defining all the characters of this chapter. One who is bad, one who is good is not like कि कुछ twist नहीं है बहुत ज़्यादा characters के अंदर. Simply they have been revealed and explained in the folds of the story. As the story goes ahead, we come to know about each and every chapter in a very simple way, right? And this will help you also to get a chance to know how a perfectly crafted story is written with well-defined characters. And the language, you see, the use of words is so selective that it can help you a lot in enhancing your vocab. So our vocab is something that gives us a chance to write some nice words, to use some words in our long compositions. So it will also help you in that way, right? So we are just going to start that. I'm sharing with you the text of this chapter right now. And you can see that on your screen, this chapter, the text is there. Right, very soon you will see that. So let's start. Is the woman, just starting 3 words, they are very impressive also. Right, first 3 words only. They will let you know how selectively the writer has used the words, right? Just wait.
Yes, ma'am.
So just wait, I guess something. I'll have to share it one more time. Stop sharing. Actually, there are 3 children in the story, right? And the Maggie is the littlest one, the smallest girl, and not able to connect. I just started reading it. I'm not able to share the screen right now. Maybe some reason, some technical reason is there. So, An Angel in Disguise. was featured in Arthur's collection After a Shadow and Other Stories. ये उनकी बुक थी जिसमें ये सबसे पहले शो किया गया था, राइट? So idleness vice, you guys can open your books and we can do it from there, right? I try one more time if I'm able to do so, or maybe I'll have to check. Should I start reading that? Can you, do you have the books? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we can go through like that until it starts, because sometimes because of the technical reason, it is not, I'm not able to share with you the text, right? So I'm just teaching like that only. So idleness, vice, and intemperance had done their miserable work, and the dead mother lay cold, still, and amid. Right, and idleness, vice, and intemperance had done their miserable work, and the dead mother lay cold and still amid her wretched children. So idleness is the laziness, and vice. Vice is the immoral, and intemperance or excessive drinking. These were the three bad habits that their mother had. She was lazy. She was not interested in working. Then she was immoral. She was not having such a strong character with her, and excessive drinking. She was also uncontrollable habit tha uska, intemperance tha, she was in the habit of drinking. Arthur has also जो writer है उन्होंने ये भी point out करने की कोशिश की that intoxication never leads to something good in life. आप हमेशा you feel like कि ज़्यादा intoxication brings the disaster to the family, right? It can never be good. And ultimately in this chapter when we see this, what we see is basically कि वो डेथ हो गई उनकी मदर की, क्योंकि उसको तीन बहुत बुरी हैबिट्स थी अपने अंदर, एंड इट वाज दैट आइडलनेस, शी वाज नॉट वर्किंग, वो वर्क नहीं करती थी, प्लस शी वाज नॉट, शी वाज लेजी आल्सो, राइट? शी वाज वेरी लेजी, एंड देन she had the habit of excessive drinking, had done their miserable work, or they had all ended up very badly. बहुत बुरा असर इनका हुआ बच्चों के ऊपर, right? बहुत खराब हुआ, and still amid wretched children. And the dead mother lay cold and still amid the wretched children. Wretched is the unfortunate children. वो बेचारे बच्चे जो unfortunate थे, किस्मत के मारे, वो लोग बेचारे ऐसे लेटे हुए थे, right? They were just lying over there, and the dead mother lay cold and still amid her. और उनके बीच में, wretched children के बीच में, her उसकी body was kept over there. She had fallen upon the threshold of her own door in a drunken fit. वो लेटी हुई थी, मतलब her body was kept on the threshold. जो threshold था वहाँ पर घर की दहलीज पर, you know, she was in a drunken fit because she had she had taken in so much drink that she was just lying there fit, because she was dead now, she was no more, and nothing can be worse than this. And died in the presence of her frightened little ones. Little ones were the children, और अपने बच्चों के presence में she had died, she had lost her life, she took her last breath. And then nothing can be more traumatic than to see our parents, or that when they lie dead before us, and when they see they are just taking their last breath in front of us. So you can very well realize, you can very well understand what would have been the mental condition of the kids at that time. Death touches the spring of our common humanity, and death means अब मौत पहली बार वो देख रहे थे, right? They were just looking at it for the very first time. उन बच्चों ने देखा था humanity. अब इंसान, वैसे तो हम लोग कभी वो नहीं करते, you know, कि किसी के साथ sympathy या compassion हमारा नहीं होता है, but sometimes it happens कि वो उस डेथ को देखकर हमको सबको एहसास होने लगता है, यस, कि ये तो इट्स लाइक ये हैपनिंग, एंड में तो सबके साथ यही होना है, तो वी शुड आल्सो शो सम सिंपैथी विद दीस किड्स, वी शुड डू दैट, राइट? तो ये यहाँ पर कहीं ना कहीं ये चीज नजर आ रही थी. एंड दिस वुमन हैड बीन डिस्पाइज्ड, और ये जो वुमन थी इससे ये शी वाज डिस्पाइज्ड, उसके शी वाज स्ट्रांगली डिसलाइक्ड बाय द पीपल ऑफ द विलेज, स्कॉफ्ड एट मींस मॉक्ड, और उसका मजाक उड़ाया जाता था, यानी एंड एंग्रीली डिनाउंस यानी पब्लिकली इंसल्टेड कि देखो शी इज सच अ वुमन, 3 children, 3 kids she had and she never she never takes care of her kids, always lost in her own life. बहुत ज्यादा बैकग्राउंड गिवन नहीं है, but it is given that she was not at all a good mother. And by nearly every man, जो common habit थी villagers की, men, women and child in the village, they all had the same thing. They all had the same notion about that girl. But now as the fact of her death was passed from lip to lip, लेकिन जब ये खबर, ये न्यूज सब तक पहुंची कि अब उस लड़की, ये जो वुमन है, ये कहीं ना कहीं क्या हो रहा है इसके साथ, that she is dead, तो ये न्यूज when it was circulated throughout the village, जब पूरी गांव में ये खबर पहुंची, तो it was like, तो क्या हुआ, what happened कि people now had some sympathy in their them कि चलो बेचारी women, अब उसका कहीं ना कहीं उसके साथ sympathy लोगों को होने लगी, and that brought a kind of sympathy for the kids also कि बेचारे बच्चे अब क्या करेंगे, now she is no more, she never thought about the kids in her life, but at least we should think like that, और हमको कम से कम ये चीज देखनी पड़ेगी कि हम बच्चों को देखें. तो the villagers came over there, वो वहां पर आए, right, they came over there but they could not help it, वो कुछ कर नहीं सकते थे क्योंकि mother तो she was no more, and but as the fact of her death was passed from lip to lip in subdued tones, depressed tone थे, बहुत परेशान थे सब लोग, pity took the place of anger, and अब जो पहले previously the people were angry because of her, उसके साथ बहुत ज्यादा गुस्सा होते थे, लेकिन अभी क्या हुआ, अभी pity took the place of anger, गुस्से की जगह पर pity थी लोगों के मन में, and sorrow of denunciation, और जो publicly उसको insult करते थे, right, and public denunciation tha, on in that place now they were having a kind of sorrow in their mind, is so sad, that is really a very sad thing that had happened to her, that what her kids will do. Neighbors went hastily to the old tumble down hut. Tumble down is dilapidated, that is ruined hut jo thi wahan par, neighbors quickly wahan gaye, and they just, in which she had secured little more than a place of shelter from summer heats and winter cold. You can never call it a place. अब ये घर जैसा तो नहीं था, बस it was something like कि it could save the kids from the heat of the summer and the cold of the winter. बस सिर्फ इतना ही था, इससे ज्यादा nothing was there, right? So every woman and man and child in the village, so they just went over there उस hut में गए, in which she had secured her kids वहां पर a place of shelter. It was only a dilapidated shelter, and some with grave clothes for a decent interment of the body. Some कुछ grave cloths ले आए, यानी कि shroud ले आए, कफन ले आए for that woman to be covered with, right, so that decent interment means burial, ताकि एक सलीके से एक with at least some decency they could bury this lady, and some with food for the half-starving children, because the children were also very hungry. Some of them brought some food also. 3 in number. Now there were 3 children and the number of the kids were 3. Of these, John, or now they are giving you the introduction of 3 kids. John was the oldest one. A boy of 12 was a stout lad. Stout is a strong lad, able to earn his living with any farmer. And if any farmer could adopt him, so he could be able to work in the fields and could be of a help. So यहाँ men, this shows the practicality of humans कि starting से they are not thinking like कि उनको help करना चाहिए, rather they are thinking like कि हम कैसे उसको help मतलब क्या कर सकते हैं कि उनसे work भी लिया जा सके. They are not in the क्योंकि these are more practical people. They are not in the mood of कि उनको adopt कर लें या as a their kid वो उसको रख लें, तो they are not like that. They have a different perception. They are saying कि अगर ये किसी कोई भी इसे farmer अगर ले जाते हैं अपने साथ, तो it can be of a help, right? And the second जो girl थी, that was Kate, between 10 and 11 years की थी, and was bright, active girl थी काफी. She was very smart, out of whom something clever might be made, और वो एक अच्छी girl बन सकती थी if in good hands. But if को अच्छे से look after किया जा सके, if she could be brought up in good with good manners and with good education. But poor little Maggie, Maggie, who is the protagonist, protagonist है इस chapter की, the youngest है, सबसे छोटी है, was hopelessly diseased. Hopelessly means there was little hope of a recovery. She was diseased, she was sick. 2 years before a fall from a window, because her accident happened 2 years back, she fell from the window and had injured her spine. और उसका spine injury हो गया था, and she had not been able to leave her bed since then. And she was a bedridden child. She was not independent. She could not move out. Only her mother used to lift her in her arms for her daily chores के लिए, जो भी daily routine के लिए भी, she needed someone's help. What is to be done with the children? Now the chief question here was what is to be done with the children? That was the chief question. Now the dead mother would go underground. Dead mother, obviously she would be buried and be forever beyond all care or concern of the villagers. और जितने भी villagers के concern हैं, उन सबसे वो दूर चली जाएगी. But the children must not be left to starve. लेकिन बच्चों को तो starving के लिए नहीं छोड़ सकते ना. They cannot be left out. After considering the matter and taking it over with his wife, Farmer Jones. So इस matter को consider किया गया, what should be done with the children. So there was one farmer whose name was Jones. So Jones said he would take John. He agreed that with a lot of obligation, he would be happy with keeping John and do well by him. Or it is okay with him now that his mother was out of the way, and because mother is not there, so definitely I'll be taking John with me. And there was one lady, Mrs. Alice, who had been looking out for a bound girl. So she was looking out कि bound girl is a servant. You can understand that. कि वो bound girl के लिए ढूंढ रही थी. Concluded that it would be charitable in her to make choice of Katie. That she is okay if Katie के साथ she is fine. वो Katie को अपने साथ ले जाएगी. Although with a lot of kind of कि वो बहुत oblige कर रही है ऐसा करने के. That concluded it would be charitable in her. उसके according it is an act of charity to take Katie. Though she is taking it as her servant, but she's saying that it is my way of doing the charity, even though she was too young to be of much use for several years. Although she is very young, कि वो अभी मेरे लिए कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा use की नहीं होने वाली है, but still okay, I'm okay with that. कि I'll teach her the things, and even though she was too young for several years, and for several years I have to feed her even. She was too young for this. I could do much better, I know, and I know कि मैं उसका much better कर सकती हूँ. I know कि if she'll be with me, it will be good for her also. Said Mrs. Alice, but as no one seems inclined to take her. But so far as the question of Maggie was concerned, no one was interested in taking her. I must act from a sense of duty, expect to have trouble with the child, right? So as no one seems inclined to take her, कोई क्योंकि केटी को नहीं ले जाना चाह रहा है, तो I must take her. एक duty है, expect to have trouble with the child. I know कि to take Katie my home is not at all the blessing. It may be it will be a trouble. So for she is an undisciplined thing. Undisciplined means she does not know how to do the things. अभी वो she is too young for all this, or she does not know how to do the things. So used to having her own way, and she has her own way of living. So in this way, she's saying that she is of no use. If I'm taking her with me, then I'm seriously obliging towards her. I'm being very charitable with her. So, but no one said I'll take Maggie. But no one was ready to take Maggie. Pitying glances were cast on her wan and wasted form. So pitying glances, यानी कि देखा लोगों ने नजरें उसकी तरफ देखा, it was like कि कोशिश कर रहे थे कि हाँ उसको देखते हैं, मतलब they were doing it. Let's see if something could be done. But people were having pity with her, but no one was ready to take her with them. Reason was that taking this girl with them, it would be like the biggest duty. Because bedridden child hai, so she would be needing more care, and no one was ready for that. Uske liye koi ready nahi tha, right? So this was the thing that happened with Maggie. So pitying glances, people had the sympathy, had the compassion in them for the girl on wan and wasted form से body थी उसकी, and thoughts were troubled on her account. So thoughts were troubled. थोड़ा लोग परेशान जरूर थे that no, it's not easy to take such a big responsibility. And mothers brought cast off garments and removing her soiled and ragged clothes. जो women थी आसपास जो mothers थी, they brought some clothes कुछ लेकर आई एंड दे चेंज्ड हर क्लोथ्स सो दैट शी शुड लुक बेटर. उसके सॉइल यानी डर्टी एंड रैग्ड एज worn down जो कपड़े थे उनको चेंज किया. ड्रेस्ड हर इन क्लीन अटायर एंड क्लीन ड्रेस उसको पहनाया. द सैड आईज एंड पेशेंट फेस ऑफ द लिटिल वन टच्ड मेनी हार्ट्स. जो उस मैगी की आंखों का सैडनेस था, right, and patient face, and she was very composed kind of girl. It touched many hearts. बहुत सारे hearts को उसने touch तो जरूर किया. Means people were definitely feeling something for this little child and even knocked at them for entrance. This is a very beautiful line of this chapter. कि जो patient face था, जो आंखें थी, the expressions, ये touch बहुत किया बहुत सारे लोगों के दिलों पर, and even knocked at some for entrance. Even उनका दिल के दरवाजे ऐसा लग रहा था they should be open for this girl, but none opened to take her in. So most beautiful line है इस चैप्टर का कि यहाँ पर किसी ने अपने हार्ट के गेट को ओपन नहीं किया for her acceptance. Who wanted a bedridden child? There is a question mark from the writer's side. Who will take a bedridden child? Perhaps no one, right? शायद कोई भी नहीं, because it's a big duty to be taken. So take her to the poor house, said a rough man. So एक rough man था वहां पर, उसने advice किया that she should be taken to a poor house. Poor house is orphanage. So she should be taken to an orphanage. Of whom the question? So said a rough man, जब से पूछा गया तो what is to be done with Maggie? जब उनसे कहा गया कि मैगी का क्या होगा, he replied that she should be taken to an orphanage. Nobody is going to be bothered with her. Nobody is going to be troubled with her. The poor house is a sad place for a sick and helpless child. But another person was there who knew that orphanage has never been a good place for kids. तो ये sad place होगा for sick one or helpless child के लिए. For your child or mine, said the other. There were other people also, other villagers also, who said that maybe for your child or for mine child, it is a sad place. Lightly speaking, he said. But for this rat is that sick child के लिए, इस जैसे sick child के लिए, it will prove a blessed change. तो ये blessed change रहेगा उसके लिए, means a good, at least better than this hut in which she was living till now. She will be kept clean, at least she would be kept clean over there. Someone would be there to look after her, have healthy food, she would have some nutritious food and be doctored. And she would be treated, even medically, she also would be treated over there, which is more than can be said of her past condition. जो उसकी past condition जो थी, मतलब she was living a miserable life with her mother. It would be better कि आज वो maybe orphanage or the poor house, the word which has been used in the chapter, कि that would have been a better place than her present house. There was reason in that, but still it didn't satisfy. Reason था, logic था इसके पीछे, practicality भी if we see, then we can judge the situation that it is okay. When no one is ready, so it is better to send her to the poor house. The day following the day of death was made the day of burial. So जिस दिन death हुई थी, next day had been decided कि she should be buried, the lady should be buried. A few neighbors were at the miserable hovel, so a few people came over there, and but none followed dead cart जिस पर coffin को ले जाया जाता है. So but no one went with the dead cart on which the coffin of that lady was kept, as it bore the unhonored remains to its pauper grave. Pauper is the poor grave, में जहाँ इसको लेकर जा रहे थे कि no one was ready कि इस lady के burial में who would go. Unhonored remains mean a dead body of an undecent woman. Farmer Jones, after the coffin was taken out, when the dead body of the mother was removed from the hut, then Farmer Jones came over there and placed John in his wagon में उसको बिठाया and drove away. And he took John away. Then one thing is solved. And then satisfied that he had done his part, and he was well satisfied that he had done his part. He had done his duty, means the act of charity that was expected of him, it is done, right? And Mrs. Alice spoke to Kate with a hurried air. Quickly, Mrs. Alice ne kaha, now it's your turn, you should also come with me, bid your sister goodbye, and drew the tearful children apart before scarcely their lips had touched in a sobbing farewell. So, उन्होंने कहा कि just say goodbye to your little sister Maggie, and उन रोते हुए बच्चों को, tearful children means the children who had tears in their eyes, she just separated them. Hardly they had kissed each other when there was a farewell that was full of tears. Hastily, others went out, and quickly the other people also vanished from there, some glancing at Maggie and some resolutely refraining from a look. Some people were looking at Maggie, and some resolutely, means determiningly, they were so cruel hearted. We can say they were so hard hearted that they did not even give a look at Maggie, what will happen with this little child. Until all had gone, and when everyone left, she was all alone, just beyond the threshold. But there was one man. Joe Thompson was there, the wheelwright. The wheelwright, one who makes the wheels for the carts. The wheelwright, he was there, paused, he stopped there and said to the blacksmith's wife, or blacksmith ki wife bhi, she was there, who was hastening off with the rest, or who quickly she was moving there from the with the rest, with the other people. She was also leaving the place of this lady. It's a cruel thing to leave her so. She said, it is not a good thing that we are leaving this kid like this. Then take her to the poor house. She will जब कहा इसने wheelwright जो थे मिस्टर थॉमसन, जो थॉमसन, उन्होंने उस लेडी से कहा, it is not a good thing कि we are leaving this kid like this. It's very bad. What we are doing is really not humanity. So it is a cruel thing to leave her so. It is really bad, very cruel to leave a poor child like this. Then take her to the poor house. Then it has been decided collectively by the village people that she should be taken to the poor house. Then he said, ki, if you are feeling so sympathetic towards her, then you should take her to the poor house. She'll have to go there. Usse wahi jana. She is destined to be there. Answered the blacksmith's wife, springing away, and she just left that place quickly. Springing is moving in a quick manner and leaving Joe behind. And Joe was now all alone over there with that little girl. For a little while, the man stood with a puzzled air. For a little while, thodi der ke liye, the man stood there. He also did not have any idea what to do, what is to be done. Then he turned back and went into the hovel again. Hovel is that wo uska hut jo that was not properly built. Wo फिर से अंदर गया. Maggie with painful heart, और Maggie was feeling really painful. With very painful effort के साथ, she just collected herself and tried to sit up, had raised herself to an upright position so that she could interact with Joe Thompson, and was sitting on the bed, straining her eyes upon the door. और उसकी आंखें बिल्कुल हट पर के डोर पर थी, and out of which all had just departed. All of them, all the villagers had departed from there. They had just left. A vague terror had come into her thin white face. एक vague terror था, एक rough terror था उसके thin white face पर. Oh, Mr. Thompson, she cried out, catching her suspended breath. Suspended means just uski leave ho rahi thi. She was not able to, she was actually not in such a position that she could talk anyone with convincingly and with a strong heart. Strong tone nahi tha uska baat karne ka. She said like, oh, Mr. Thompson, catching her suspended breath, don't leave me here all alone. It was a very, एक ऐसा request था that was coming from her heart only कि please मुझे यहाँ अकेला मत छोड़िए. Though rough in exterior, looks से अपने जो looks थे जो थॉमसन के, he used to look very rough, right? Rough लगता था, but from heart. Sometimes we see people who look very rough from outside, they have a very soft heart inside. Joe Thompson, the wheelwright, had a heart, and it was very tender in some places, and sometimes it used to be very tender. He liked children, and because he was childless actually, he did not have his own child, so sometimes he liked children and was pleased to have them come to his shop. And when they used to come to his shop अपने toys के wheels को repair कराने के लिए, then वो उसको meant किया करता था for the village lads यानी गांव के बच्चों के लिए without a draft. Lads are basically boys. तो village boys जब आया करते थे, so he used to work for them, उनके toys को repair कर दिया करता था without a draft on their boarded expenses. Means अपनी जो savings लेकर आते थे इसको pay करने के लिए, वो ऐसा नहीं करता था, उनसे पैसे नहीं लेके फ्री में उनका वर्क कर दिया करता था, रिपेयरिंग एंड ऑल. नो डियर, ही आंसर्ड इन अ काइंड वॉइस, बड़ी काइंड वॉइस में उसने आंसर किया, नो डियर, गोइंग टू द बेड. एंड उसने कहा नहीं, जो थॉमसन सेड, द लिटिल गर्ल, मैगी से कहा नो, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू लीव यू हियर, एंड गोइंग टू द बेड, उसके बेड के पास गया, स्टूपिंग मींस बेंडिंग डाउन ओवर द चाइल्ड. You shan't be left here alone. You are not going to be left here alone. I'm not leaving you here alone. Then he wrapped her with the gentleness, or very softly, like a woman, almost of a woman, like a woman. उसने एक mother की तरह उसको wrap किया in the clean bed cloth, or clean bed cloth था, which some of the neighbors had brought, and lifting her in his strong arms, और अपने strong arms में उसको lift किया. before her out into the air, और इससे फिर उसको open air में means outside the hut he took her and across the field that lay between the hovel and his home, और उस फील्ड की तरफ जो उसके घर जो थॉमसन के घर और मैगी के घर के बीच में एक फील्ड था, वहां पर he just took her there now and his home, and from that he took her to his home. Now Jo Thompson's wife, who happened to be childless, was not a woman of saintly temper. Saintly temper means cool headed nahi thi. She was short tempered, means she was a kind of angry kind of, बहुत short tempered थी, angry जल्दी हो जाती थी, right? Who happened to was not a woman of saintly temper, not much given to self denial for others' goods. और कोई बहुत शौक नहीं था उसको भलाई करने का लोगों की. She did not have a habit of doing something good to the other people. So she was like, ठीक है, everything is fine, then it's okay, right? And Joe had well-grounded doubts, and he had enough of the reasons to believe that he would not be welcomed in his home if he is taking Maggie with him, right? So he should receive on his arrival. He knew what kind of reaction he would be receiving from his wife. So Mrs. Thompson saw him approaching from the window, and with ruffling feathers met him a new paces from the door. And Mrs. Thompson ने देखा अपने घर की window से कि he is coming, and with ruffling feathers means again वही उस short temperament के साथ, with few paces from the door, घर से थोड़ा बाहर ही निकल आई, 4-5 steps बाहर आते ही उसे घर तक पहुंचा भी नहीं था. She welcomed him over there, and you can understand what kind of countenance she was having at that moment. And as he opened the garden gate, जैसे उसने garden gate open किया, and came in, he bore a precious burden. So he bore a precious burden. Precious burden is Maggie, and he felt it to be so. उसको लग रहा था ये बहुत precious है. This girl is really very precious. And as his arms held the sick child to his breast, जब उसको ऐसे करके लेकर आया था, hold करके, और very close to his heart, he was feeling a spear of tenderness went out from her. Spear of tenderness, एक बहुत delicacy, एक tenderness is the warmth of love has already generated from her, और उसके हाथ से, मैगी के हाथ से निकला वो warmth था, it was reaching into the heart of Joe Thompson and penetrated his feelings, and it had already appealed. The love, the warmth of Maggie had already reached into the core of the heart of Joe Thompson. A bond had already corded itself around them both. It was felt as if some bond of love had already developed between Joe Thompson and Maggie, and love was springing into life, and love could be seen, could be felt between both of them. What have you there? Sharply questioned Mrs. Thompson. Mrs. Thompson ने कहा ये क्या है? उस girl की तरफ, Maggie की तरफ indicate करते हुए, what is that? Joe felt the child start and shrink against him. अब Maggie could listen and realize कि क्या हो रहा है. So she just डर गई, वो star में she just got scared and shrink against him, means came closer to Joe Thompson. He did not reply. Mr. Thompson did not find it appropriate to answer his wife back in the presence of Maggie, except by a look. सिर्फ उसको देखा उन्होंने, look, just देखा, that was pleading, और वो looks कैसे थे? Pleading यानी requesting, right? Requesting थे, इससे looks थे, that was and cautionary and carefully, as if he was saying कि अभी इसके सामने I'm not answering you, I'll be answering you after a few moments. That said, only he gave her a look to wait for his answer. Wait a moment for explanations. These are the words which are not spoken by Joe Thompson, rather they had been expressed through looks. And be gentle. Wait a moment for explanation and be gentle. And passing in, carried Maggie to the small chamber on the first floor. First floor पर एक chamber था, एक room था. Joe Thompson took her there and laid her on a bed. वहाँ bed पर उसको comfortably लिटा दिया. Then stepping back, and then he came back to answer his wife. He shut the door and stood face to face with his vinegar-tempered wife. Vinegar-tempered, vinegar is, सार होता है. Vinegar-tempered here means short-tempered, angry kind of. In the passageway outside, passageway जो बाहर का रास्ता था outside, वहाँ पर he went over there. You have not brought home that sick brat. तुम इसे परमानेंटली तो घर नहीं लाए हो ना. जो थॉमसन्स वाइफ वाज क्वेश्चनिंग, if you had brought this little sick girl with you, क्योंकि village used to be a small places and whatever happened at that place, she knew it very well, and she also knew that nobody was ready to take the responsibility of Mary. So naturally she answered from her husband कि आप इसको अपने घर तो नहीं ले आए हो ना, right? So anger and astonishment were in the tones of Mrs. Joe Thompson की आवाज में anger भी था and astonishment and surprise भी था. Joe Thompson, her face was in a flame, and Mrs. Joe Thompson का face बिल्कुल flame में यानी very red with anger. I think women's heart are sometimes very hard, said Joe. Joe ने कहा मुझे लगता है कभी-कभी ना women were there but they did not take that time, and men who are supposed to be hard-hearted, still he showed the love and compassion and brought this little child with him to his place. And this shows that compassion, tenderness, care, and love had nothing to do with the gender. It is related with your heart. It is related with your behavior, with your character, with your temperament. It is not like that that women are always kind-hearted and men are always hard-hearted. This thing has been riveted here. Completely rivert हो गई है. And he says, अपनी वाइफ से आकर मुझे लगता है कभी-कभी women जो है ना ज़्यादा hard-hearted हो जाती हैं, right? I think women's heart are sometimes very hard. Usually Joe Thompson got out of his wife's way. Usually Joe had the habit of not fighting or not arguing with his wife. Generally उसकी आदत थी वो नहीं लड़ना पसंद करता था और kept rigidly silent या फिर बहुत rigid होकर silent ही रहता था, and non-combative means non-quarreling उसका nature था when she fired up any subject. किसी भी subject पर if she is firing up, अगर वो fire करी means she is quarreling, तो he preferred to be silent rather than engaging himself in all these arguments. It was with some surprise, therefore, that she now encountered a firmly set countenance and a resolute pair of eyes. And now Mrs. Joe Thompson, who had the habit of just dictating the things and not listening back, this time the expression on the face of Joe Thompson was such that it was surprising. He was not in a mood to surrender this time. So she was surprised. She now encountered जो face अब उनके सामने था, Joe Thompson का जो expression था, firmly set countenance. Firmly means strongly set countenance is the face, the facial expression, and a resolute pair of eyes. And there was such conviction in the eyes of Joe Thompson that the decision I had taken would be told to you. Right? You will not dictate me, rather you would listen to me this time. Women's hearts are not half so hard as men's. Women's के heart जो है वो are not half so hard. वो half भी hard नहीं होते. Men are supposed to be hard. Joe saw by a quick intuition that his resolute bearing had impressed his wife. अब जब उसने ये बोला Mrs. Thompson ने कि नहीं women भी ऐसी नहीं होती हैं, don't talk like that. Then he said that Joe saw कि उसका जिस टाइप का उसने रिएक्ट किया है, जिस तरीके से सिचुएशन को हैंडल किया है, सो जो नोटिस दैट उसका जो क्विक इंट्यूशन था, उसका जो गट फील था, इट वाज दैट हिज रेजोल्यूट बेयरिंग, बिकॉज ही वाज वेरी डिटरमिन्ड इन हिज रिएक्शंस, had impressed his wife. His wife had understood that this time Joe Thompson is not other kind of situations in which they are usually engaged in, and he answered quickly. उसने quickly उसको answer दिया, and with real indignation, and this time with real anger. Be that as it may, every woman at the funeral turned her eyes steadily from the sick child's face. Be that, actually it happened, every woman who was there at the funeral turned her eyes steadily, उसने strongly अपनी eyes को हटा दिया from the sick child face. Means no woman who was present over there had any kind of sympathy or love for this child. They quickly went away from there, and when the cart went off with her dead mother, and when the body was taken in the coffin to the graveyard, they all hurried away. They all left the place and left her alone in the old hut, and she was left all alone in the hut, and with the sun not an hour in the sky, और पूरा day end होने वाला था, right? And अभी सिर्फ एक ही घंटा बाकी था, means very soon it was going to be dark. So how can a little child be left alone in the hut? Where were John and Kate? Mrs. Thompson ने बोला John और Kate जो इसके brother and sister siblings हैं, where they are? Farmer Jones tossed John into his wagon. So Mrs. Joe Thompson बताते हैं where the other kids went कि जॉन एंड केट की बात है. फार्मर जोन्स जो थे वो जॉन को अपने साथ ले गए अपने वैगन में, एंड केट वेंट विद मिसेस एलिस, और मिसेस एलिस केट को ले गई हैं. बट नोबडी वांटेड द पुअर सिक वन, बट नोबडी वाज accepting or taking this little one. Send her to the poorhouse was the cry. The common thing was that everyone was saying that she should be sent to the orphanage. Why didn't you let her go then? What did you bring her here for? So ठीक है ना, let if it was the collective decision of every villager, then she should have been taken to the orphanage. Why have you brought her here? क्यों लेकर आए हो यहाँ पर? She can't talk to the poorhouse. Sorry, she can't walk to the poorhouse. You can see that she is bedridden. She can't walk to the poorhouse. She had to be taken over there. Somebody's arms must carry her, और किसी को उसको carry करना पड़ेगा. And mine are strong enough for that task. And I'm strong enough. I can carry the child. So that was the reason कि हम उसको यहाँ लेकर आए कि मतलब I was able to carry her. So why didn't you keep on? तो फिर keep on मतलब फिर लेकर क्यों नहीं गए आप उसको वहाँ पर poor house orphanage क्यों नहीं लेके गए? Right? So why did you stop here? तो यहाँ क्यों लेकर आए हो? Demanded the wife. उसकी wife ने बोला, उसको पूछा, because I'm not apt to go on fool's errands. Means I'm not stupid कि like a fool I'll take her here and there. The guardians must first be seen. मतलब guardians in the कोई भी इनका distant relative भी है, we need their permission before sending her to the orphanage. The guardians must be first seen and a permit obtained, and we need to take a permit from the guardians, whosoever the legal guardians for this girl. And there was no gainsaying this, and there was no contradiction to this. Means ये तो official work, it needs to be done. So when will you see the guardians? कब मिलोगे आप guardians से? Was asked with irrepressible impatience. Irrepressible. She was not able to curtail or control her patience. She was like, just take this girl away by all means and very soon. He said, tomorrow I will take. Why put it off till tomorrow? So we will continue it in the next class, right? So I'll be stopping it here क्योंकि कल अब वो next step जो होगा, next step, whatever is the next step, we are going to do that in the next class. I hope you must have understood here. Yes or no?
Ma'am.
Well understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.